We live in a world today where technology and social media have basically taken over our lives. The first thing that comes to mind when the word technology is used is the overuse of cell phones. As alarming as that is, video games are on the rise and we are now left with a lot of research on the effects these games can do to us. There are both good and bad effects that can be consumed when playing a lot of video games, and I'm here today to educate you more on what these video games can do to our brain. In this generation, video games are very inappropriate for the young. Everyone assumes it is the violence-killing first shooter games that affects us, but that is not always the case at times. A trend of video games including arguably the most popular game, Grand Theft Auto V, is a game where you can do whatever you want. There are no restrictions. You can fight, kill, steal, and drink. Sounds pretty fun, right? The thing is, they objectify women in their games. You are able to enter strip clubs, sexually assault them, and even beat them to death. There was a YouTuber who placed a video of him trying out a new game, Red Redemption 2, where he was able to assault a woman. He uploaded the video with the caption, "Beating up annoying feminist." This video hit up to 1 million views in 24 hours. This triggered a lot of comments from the viewers, but not comments you would expect. There were comments like, "The only good feminist is a dead one," or "Giving women the right to vote was a mistake." Video games are giving young males these opinions. You would think that there would be an age restriction on these games. Well, there is, but according to GTA forums, 57% of the people who play the game are under the age of 18. We see a huge increase in the violent behaviors of the young humans. We have turned to their life at home and what they surround themselves with. This is a huge debate in the world right now. Researchers are arguing whether it is the content of the video games that is causing the violence, or just video gaming in general that causes kids to act up. A study was launched where they approached several 12 to 13-year-old boys and girls and asked how many hours they spent a day playing video games and what kind of video games. To assess the kids' behaviors, they asked the teachers to watch and report on those kids' attitude and behaviors. The results revealed that there was no link between the violent video games and aggressive behavior or poor academic performance. What they did find was that the kids who claimed they played video games for 3 or more hours a day were more prone to misbehavior and hyperactivity, as were kids who played none or under an hour were linked to positive characteristics. They concluded the article with a statement saying that it is important to realize that video games are not bad. It gives them imagination while learning new skills, but you need to be able to balance video games and schoolwork. Such a topic like this, there are many factors that can come into play. Genre of video games, amount of hours playing, it really comes down to how we are built. It will affect everyone in different ways. It seems to affect people socially more than anything else. When playing video games for countless hours, it takes a toll on the human mind. You are basically isolating yourself from the world around you and entering some sort of fantasy. This is when games can become addictive and cause social problems, because gamers love the feeling of ruling their own world. Everyone assumes that aggression and violence are created by video games, even though it may be in some cases, it can also hit the social life. There was a study involving 37,000 gamers who play violent or pro-social games have created a different social life. Not all were very severe, but it affected their social life nonetheless. There has been more negative said about video games than good. But as of right now in the world, video games have become so popular that they've created a career for advanced gamers. The most popular game right now is called Fortnite. It is a battle royale game where 100 people around the world drop into an island, find guns and material to battle with, while a storm makes the map smaller and smaller and the last one alive wins. This game has made video game streamers into millionaires, such as Ninja and groups of gamers called the FaZe Clan or the TSM Clan. Research suggests that playing video games can change the brain regions responsible for attention and visuospatial skills, and make them more efficient. Also, just like anything else you enjoy, video games can act as a stress reliever just as much as a sport or activity can. As you have probably heard your parents say 1,000 times, video games are a waste of time. But are they really? Video games are misunderstood. Even though there can be a lot of bad, there's also a lot of potential in them. Just like anything else, if you overuse it, it can become a danger. As long as there's education of their effects and parents are aware of the content, then there should not be a problem with video games.